Friends, today we are going to talk about the latest news from the crypto market and, of course, talk about your favorite AI coins. What interesting things have happened over the past week? Why did NEAR completely stop its work? How do large funds plan to support the AI direction in crypto? How did Akash improve the products on its platform? And what is next for the project? And many other interesting things, so be sure to watch this video to the end, because you will definitely learn a lot of interesting things here. Subscribe to the channel, and let's get started. Well, let's start with NEAR, because you often ask me about this AI asset. But before that, I want to point out that this video is not financial advice. We are going to analyze the latest news of the AI market together. To be honest, I couldn't form a real opinion about this project because it seems to be absent in the AI crypto space. I didn't see any news about it, I didn't see any influencers saying anything about it, and as it turns out, it was a false impression. After all, NEAR is quite actively developing the AI narrative. But let's talk about the latest news in order. First of all, the NEAR protocol recently encountered technical problems that caused its operation to come to a complete halt. That is, the blockchain had some malfunctions that caused it to completely stop working. However, at the time of making this video, everything was back to normal, and the NEAR price was not responding at all. I could tell you that, but in fact it was part of a marketing campaign to get as much interaction with their content as possible. So there were no problems with the blockchain. Okay, now for the really interesting news. NEAR has set up a new fund to raise money and has already received the first $13 million from such investors. In addition, NEAR is now promoting an idea similar to the Internet Computer Protocol. They want to create decentralized AI that will not be owned by large corporations. They want to create a product that will be accessible to everyone, and most importantly, it will be secure, decentralized, and so to speak, people's one. By the way, they even created a program to attract creators and motivate them to create their own decentralized AI based on NEAR. The program includes 6 AI teams working on projects that include the development of open data, crypto models, payment infrastructure for AI commerce, cloud computing, content monetization, and computing power. So we can only wait for some news or cool AI solutions from them. What do you think about such an initiative? Will NEAR manage to implement it better than ICP? After all, it should be understood that NEAR has not yet made it possible to create AI via a smart contract, unlike the Internet Computer Protocol. Share in the comments, and we will move on to the latest news, after which we will finally move on to the next AI projects. The NEAT protocol, a roll-up protocol built on top of NEAR, has integrated the graph to scale AI applications. This is pretty cool news. All the details of this partnership are not very clear yet, but we will keep an eye on it, and I will share updates in the future. I've talked about Akash many times before. They're doing quite well. I'd even say that they're starting to create some competition for Render in one way or another. Unfortunately, there hasn't been much news from the project lately, but at least there is some, so let's take a look at it. First of all, it should be noted that they just smeared all the big cloud GPU services again, because they demonstrated a record low price. For example, the price of the same A6000 GPUs is almost double, and you should realize that this is the offer of the closest competitor in terms of price. And if we talk about such mastodons as AWS or Google Cloud, the price difference can be up to 3 times higher. In addition, speaking of bullish news, I can't help but mention that Akash is releasing an alternative to the closed API system based on OpenAI tokens, which allows developers to add Llama 3 features to their applications. This means that anyone can create their own product, their own AI, based on Akash's work. In fact, I really like this project. They want to develop AI, they want to compete with big cloud platforms for renting GPUs. And they do it. They really show a pretty cool level. Also, the last token unlocks from the team or investors ended more than a year ago, so we don't have to worry about pressure on the token from them. It will only get more interesting from here. I decided to put all 3 assets in the same section for a reason, even considering how different they are and how different their goals are. The fact is that the world-famous Grayscale Fund recently launched the Decentralized AI Fund LL for a number of assets: Render, TAO, Filecoin, NEAR. Apparently, the fund was created to increase interest in the AI sphere. The The press release also states that the fund will focus on financing projects in 3 areas: chatbots, generative images, and other decentralized AI applications, solving centralized AI problems such as deepfakes, disinformation, and bot authentication, and AI-related infrastructure such as GPU computing, data storage, decentralized trading platforms, and other services. It has also been announced that this list of projects will be rebalanced on a quarterly basis, so there is a possibility that new projects will be added or old ones will be removed. I hope that the coins we love so much will remain on this list in the future. Speaking of the tokens we love so much, unfortunately, the Render network hasn't had any interesting news lately that would warrant a separate section or even a video, except for the fact that the token itself is completely switching from Ethereum to Solana. This did not surprise me at all, as Solana is much faster and cheaper. By the way, they have published a list of exchanges that support this transition, so ASI should follow Render's example. I would like to show you an example of a Render network. On the screens, you can see the work of an ordinary creator who won a Grammy for this video. As you may have already understood, this video was created by rendering with our favorite AI project. As for TAO, there has been no news since the last AI news video. The project is developing a bit, but it lacks real newsworthy events and cool partnerships to finally start showing the real level. Now I suggest we move on to the last project in this video. Today, I would also like to talk about Filecoin, which has recently become very popular in the AI field. I won't go into details about its technology, as that's the topic of a separate big video, so subscribe so you don't miss it. I'd like to address the fact that the project has been added to the fund by Grayscale, and that the project has entered into a strategic partnership with SingularityNet. Personally, I did not expect to see both news, because to me, Filecoin looked more like a scam that once showed results and now exists for some unknown reason. And while with the fund, we should just look at what this initiative will lead to and how Filecoin will develop, much more interesting is the partnership with SingularityNet. They have entered into a partnership to develop the AI and DePIN market and are already working on joint ideas and products. At the same time, when the CEO of SingularityNet was asked whether Filecoin would join the ASI combination, he gave a rather strange answer. In the world of crypto, anything is possible, but there is no specific announcement we want to make in this regard right now. In other words, they do not rule out the possibility of adding another asset to the mix. Is Filecoin really that good? Let's see what will happen over time and leave a comment. I would like to remind you that this video is by no means financial advice. This is just my vision and thoughts on the market, so you should always do your own research before investing and invest wisely. Please like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the growth of coins. Thanks for watching, your Coin Post.